Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
From the end zone, it's Strong.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Throwing on first down. Nelson. His throw incomplete.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Nelson.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw again.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watched and said, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Walker bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
You talk about this Seahawks defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Nelson back to the air on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
When they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Nelson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play fake. Murray. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. But you look at this defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Nelson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nelson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer. He just dropped the pass. Nelson now on 3rd down. Oh, he had him.
He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Taking it about the 16. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
Well, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
The Cardinals at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Murray now.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks.
Flushed out right. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. For a second there, he looked down on the field. I almost thought I saw Kyler Murray in an Oklahoma jersey.
The colors are similar, though, right?
Yeah.
He is not just quick, because he's every bit of that. He truly is fast. He's as fast as the fastest players in the NFL.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, it's Strong. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Give to Walker on the read option.
And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to Walker on first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Nelson to throw on 2nd down.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field
can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Nelson off the play fake. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Tackled that time by Derek Hall.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
3rd and 5.
On play action, it's Murray. Fighting through pressure, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Shoves him aside. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to throw is Nelson on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They're going for it. It's Murray.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and he wondered if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
On the counter, it's Walker. Now he's into the clear again, inside the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14.
Cardinals 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Kirkpatrick, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball is out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Murray going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, 55 yards.
And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back,
You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Nelson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Murray now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's fielded at the 45.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Nelson. And he is caught. And all the way in. great effort there. 40 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Jason Myers.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Running right on the option is Murray.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he fields it cleanly. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Nelson throwing on 1st down.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Walker has it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback,
The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
On second down, it's Walker.
And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Operating from the gun, Nelson. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw, Nelson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This is 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that one too wide and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now a throw here to his right. And he caught it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
Past the 20.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
41 yards.
And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Cardinals 20. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And some room to work.
Now he's loose again. Inside the 20.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Cardinals 20. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
One more time.
Operating from the gun, Nelson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Isaiah Simmons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.